All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, June 2nd, and let's get ready to roll here. Let's see what we got going on. All right, S&P right now we've got, NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 20.24. Nice start. S&P up 1.84, and the VIX is down to 17.95, up 17.95. So basically a flat open. Let's take a look. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Hope you all are doing fantastic this morning. Uh-oh, what happened there? There we go. Had to make the... There we go. All right. All right, so we've got the Dow up 1.63, the diddly Dow. The NASDAQ is up 21.07, and the S&P is up 1.91. So SPY is up a little bit, 0.15. Oh, by the way, Dogecoin is supposedly listed now on Coinbase. Let's see, Doge USD. Let's see if it shows up. Coinbase. There we go. And let's get that a green sticky. There we go. And throw it all the way up here with the other Doge. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's started trading yet, but they've at least listed it. So that's causing a spike in anticipation. So it's up about 12%, up 5 cents this morning. And that's because in the middle of the night is when they started listing it, apparently. So it did jump, let's see here. Got all the way up to 12% or so? Yeah, 12%. So nice jump there for the Doge. The Doge. All right, so S&P, the 1 hour chart here, looks pretty good on the S&P 500. Even though, you know, a little bit of a retest earlier, middle of last month or so. This is hourly charts, so this goes all the way back to like the 17th and the 10th, I think, or the 12th when it bottomed over here. Nice recovery since then. Looks like it's channeled down a little bit, but on an ascending angle here. That's good. We've got a skinny Bollinger Band here, so whenever you get a skinny Bollinger Band, it basically means it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Most of the time, on a skinny, it tends to go up pretty good. So I'm looking for a little bit of a breakout here on the S&P 500. We'll see if we get a little bit of a high side going on with that today. On the triple Qs, also up just a little bit. Again, same thing. Got a skinning of the chart here. Nice ascension here over the last week and a half or so on a 1 hour chart. Again, we had the bottoms here up back on the 12th, and then on the 19th is when it bottomed out before. It is encountering a little bit of resistance though. So you look at these wicks right over here, and then you come all the way back here to the 6th of May. So it's just about a month ago, and we've got some resistance that it's butting up against. Still looks pretty good though. I think it looks pretty good. So that's on the triple Qs. AMD is up. ExxonMobil is down a little bit. Tesla is down a little bit. So definitely a mixed open. Palantir down a little bit. Coinbase up 337. I think they had, yeah, no news on that. Just they're just getting some upside based on the Doge, because once Doge hits Coinbase, you know, people like myself, I can trade on Binance now. Charlie, good morning over there on Twitch. Good to see you this morning. So I can trade Doge on Binance, but the fact that it's going to be hitting hitting, where are we at here? It's falling off. Those increased volumes are going to hit Coinbase once Doge hits it as well. Let's see here. Okay, got that ready to go. Where's my calc? Take this one off. All right, Bitcoin is up a little bit, so back up to 37,598, and then Ethereum is also up a little bit, up to 2740. So nice recovery of Ethereum off of its bottom, which it hit all the way down here back on the 23rd. So about 2 weeks ago is when we hit the bottom on it. All the way down to what was a 17 something, wasn't it? Let's see. Yeah, 1705 or somewhere around there. So looking at a 3-minute chart, and click the auto here, make that look a little bit better. It's got a nice run coming up here on that. And based on that, I'm gonna do something over here. And keep you logged in. Takes 30 seconds. Still on a buy on a 3-minute. Okay. All right. So the Doge is up quite a bit. Nice little jump for it. It is going to be hot here today. It's like 85 degrees outside, and it's like 88 inside the house because of my miners are running. So I'm definitely in shorts, and I probably picked the wrong shirt, but I just turned the air on. It got a little cooler last night. It got down to 58 degrees, I think, but there was like no air movement. So even with the ceiling fans on, it wasn't really moving the air too much. So it's gonna be a warm day, but it does not keep me from getting my coffee. So we'll see what happens there. I do need to check my yeah, AMC is doing fantastic. It's already up to 40. It touched 40 a little bit, 39.33 high on the day. Just a fantastic performance. There's nothing wrong with this company, man. It's just zooming. And looking at a 1-hour chart, look at this, straight up. Kick those short sellers right in the ass. Screw them. So yeah, definitely good stuff there. I don't see anybody selling anytime soon, so hopefully it'll just keep going up, right? Coinbase, Apple's up a little bit. Let's go into, see what else we got going on here. S&P 500, we won't get the heat map for another minute and a half or so. On the economic calendar today, nothing really to report. Motor vehicle sales, who knows what time that'll come out. And then we got unemployment, productivity, and initial jobless claims tomorrow. A bunch of Fed presidents talking. And then Friday, the Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaks on climate change. Oh, just shut up about climate change. I'm tired of hearing it. Non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings, factory orders going up. From there, tentative advance puts Dow Industrials on track for the 5th straight daily gain. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. There it is. Gas prices trending down just a little bit. In the tenths of a cent, like 0.4 of a cent, so almost a half a cent off of yesterday. So that's pretty good there. Earnings, yeah, Land's End, nothing really coming out today. And Fear and Greed is probably into the getting closer to the greedy side. Hey, where's the indicator? Where's the indicator? They moved the indicator. Looks different. Fear and greed over time. So looks like this one can't be used anymore. Nah, screw you, CNN. Don't care. We go into our other one, sentiment indicator, and I can go into that right over here. And we can click on trending strategies, click on sentiment. I can scroll down. I can see gold bullish, or bullish by 75%. Oil bullish or bearish 53%. S&P 500 bearish 54%. Wall Street, which is the Dow 30, bearish 52%. The FTSE bullish 62%. The Franke 40 bearish 71%, and the Germany 30 bearish 71%. So sentiment is still negative side of the market, except for oil and gold, and we'll take a look at those as well. And where are we at here? There we go. And scroll all the way down to the bottom. And we've got gold up a little bit, 1907. So that looks pretty good. That's basically a little bit off the all-time high that we hit the other day, but still looking pretty good there. Palladium 2861 on a nice ascension here. Palladium, platinum still trading flat, a little bit below 1200. Again, I look at 1200 for a barometer per se on that. So yeah, AMC is just doing fantastic this morning, up a whole bunch. Silver up 2801, and let's get back up to the theater chain here. Yep, 18%, baby. 18%. I ain't leaving. I ain't freaking leaving. Look at that 30-second chart. Just watch this for a little bit. All right, so the Nasdaq up 34, S&P up 8, SPY. Oops. Hey, what happened there? I just screwed that up. There we go. I don't know why it jumped like that. Volatility 17.5, S&P, Nasdaq, and the Dow is up 68. So, profit taking? Anybody? What do you think? Take some profits on AMC? Or let it go to 100? People are getting out, man. They've been locked up for a year. They are getting up and out of the house. No doubt about it. I do have to check overnight emails here. Southwest Airlines having a sale. Don't care. Let's see here. Do I have a miner that's out? Saying 8 is off. We start this all the way as windows updates. No. Nope, that's still fine. I had a notification on the miner, but I don't think that it's down. But it's going to be slow hash rates today, man. 1300. Oh, 1427. Okay, not bad. But as the heat picks up, I think the high for today, let's see, Seattle weather. Could be warm. Yeah, high at 85 today. And then it cools off, thank goodness. 71 tomorrow. 69 Friday, 59 Saturday, 54 Sunday, rain over the weekend again. Here we go. Then 50s and 60s, and then warming up the back end of next week. So this should be the last hot day, and so we'll see how that goes with the miners. Difficulty is down just a little bit, or gas fees are up, I should say. So back to earning about a 1 ETH. So that if you take a look at my electricity, 784 divided into 3002, minus 26, so minus 1. So operating about 73.8% profit margin. Or said another way, 3002 minus 784. So I'm still making about $2,200 a month on my miners after electricity is paid. So hey, that's pretty good. S&P 500. Let's look at sectors. We've got basically the energy down just a little bit, Amazon up a little bit, very flat type of a day, right? So some of the techs are up, some of the chips, you got a mixture of semiconductors up and down. You have financials. On the financial side, you have Visa, MasterCard, PayPal basically up just a little bit. JP Morgan, Citigroup, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all down just a little bit. Pennies, the regional banks all down. Some of the information technology and software, mixed on the software, up on information technologies. Let's see if any outliers there. DXC. DXC Technology up 1.77%. Interesting. Nike, Starbucks down a little bit. McDonald's up a little bit. Yeah, so definitely a mixed day as far as the market goes. And again, we've got the Dow up 69, Nasdaq up 33, S&P up 8.73. The VIX is at 17.5. Go back up, check AMC on the correct chart. $41. Whew, 28%. Holy crap. To the moon, baby. To the moon. Did let's see, what's no, you didn't want to go outside. You ate and then you sat there and ran upstairs. All right, she's got to go to the bathroom. I'll leave this on AMC, and I'll be right back, folks. Uh-oh. What are we gonna sell on? ETH? Sorry, she took a little bit to go. Time that trigger. Five minutes ago. Alright, we'll hold off on that one. Alright, Dow up 78. NASDAQ 18. S&P 7. SPY a little bit. When is Doge gonna start trading though? Let's see. Last launches, standard turn to launch, Dogecoin continues surge on Coinbase listing. All right. Okay, so trading is gonna start tomorrow. They can start transferring Doge into their Coinbase accounts today. So if you have Dogecoin and you have Coinbase and you want to trade it over there, you can move Doge into your Coinbase accounts today, and the actual Doge trading is set to begin tomorrow, June 3rd. So providing there is enough liquidity for users to trade Doge, Coinbase will list 5 trading pairs for the cryptocurrency against the dollar, euro, pound, Tether, and Bitcoin. So liquidity basically means that there's willing buyers and sellers for each of those pairs. Let's see if there that's a SPY. Sell on a SPY. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Declining volume here. Had a spike over here, 419 range, so might drop for a little bit here. Whoops. What did I do? Open up another browser? Oh, it did. Okay. Waiting. Doge. What the heck is... This isn't Elon Musk. What the fuck? Hold on. Close that out. Come back over here. There we go. There we go. I don't know why it took me to some other somebody else's Twitter there. Found this pic of me, 6 hours, found this pic of me as a child. I have to keep my passion hidden from the public or I'll be socially ostracized. So there's your Doge post of the day. They've got Falcon 9 boosters that have gone 10 and 9 different missions. So this one will be doing its 11th turnaround on a reusable rocket, and it's just, I know it's not amazing, but it's amazing because it's a regular occurrence now, or it's not as amazing because it's a regular occurrence now. The expectation is, yeah, it goes up, yeah, they recovered on a boat, yes, I still love you, and yeah, then they go fill it up with gas again and send it up again. So there's your Elon for the day. So again, when I'm tracking the Doge, everything in green up here is a Coinbase pair. So Bitcoin at 37,486, and then down at the bottom, so I don't get screwed up, these are the Binance pairs. So this is the pricing on Binance Exchange. Okay, so ETH 2728.81, 2728.81, and 27.26. So you got about $1 difference in spread between Coinbase and Binance. Can you arbitrage that? I guess you could. You could sell it on one and buy it on the other, but then transferring it and stuff, you got gas fees. So gas fees will wipe out most of that gain. Not worth the spread. Pick an exchange and trade on, or use those charts as you're trading. So this particular pair, this is Ethereum over on Coinbase. Doge, however, because on Coinbase it doesn't start trading till tomorrow, Doge is available over on Binance, so I'm just tracking the price on Binance. And we'll see. We might do some trades on this just for grins and giggles. We had talked about it before. It's got a nice little recovery here over the last couple days, over the last 3, 4, 5 days here. What did it jump? Let's take the bottom of this candle right here. Yeah, 31%. Not bad. I don't own any Doge yet. I own no Doge. The dog has eluded me. Night, good morning over there on Twitch. Good to see you. Nice to see you this morning. We're talking about Doge, and Doge hits Coinbase tomorrow. ETH still 3 minute. Hold on. And $9. That's not much. Might trade a little Ethereum today. We'll see. Oh, Boeing. I want to talk about Boeing. Boeing is back. It is back. It is back with a vengeance. From 222 on the 19th of May to 255. And based on the reopening and all those poor flight attendants, I'll tell you what. You want to stop people assaulting and being rude on airplanes. Don't make them wear fucking masks, and all that shit will go away. And give them their alcohol back, and things will be fine. When you control people and say that you know what's better for them by saying no, you can't buy alcohol on here. No, we're not going to give you any fucking snacks, and then see you have to wear a fucking mask. They're pretty much going to say, I'm not going to act accordingly. Screw you. So yeah, I haven't flown since November. When did my mom pass? September and the end of November, December, I forget. When I went back to Chicago to see my mom. So and I flew Southwest, and it's flying with a mask is just annoying as hell. And it's lose the damn things. They're worthless anyway. They don't work. They never did work. Cloth masks don't work. They do not work. All they do, the only thing a cloth mask ever did to help anybody is if you had COVID and you were spreading it, the person got a lower viral load, giving their body a greater chance to fight it. This whole thing could have been mostly prevented if everybody had N95 masks. Those are facts. And pretty much everything Trump said about China and the Wuhan flu and everything else, and hydrochloroquine and everything else in the Z-Pack, erythromycin, vitamin D, vitamin B, airborne, he was right. And now all the idiots in the press are saying they're not giving him credit. They're saying, well, yeah, it was probably created in the Wuhan lab, like Trump said. And hydroxychloroquine, is one of the safest medicines around again. It's absolutely the worst thing ever and would kill everybody last year. But now that Trump's out of office, now it's the best medicine again. And it's just sad. So Boeing is back with a vengeance. $290 price target this morning. out of who was it? Was it JP Morgan? I forget. I don't know. But flights are full, man. I saw a couple posts of people going to Vegas and back, and they said, yeah, going to Las Vegas and coming back, both flights completely full. So lose the masks, give people back their alcohol, and all your flying and flight attendant problems go away. Oh, and American Airlines, stop dimming the frickin' shades on the 787s. Let people give this whole thing of people going off the rails and assaulting flight attendants and everything else. It's basically the loss of control. And you as a human being, the biggest thing that we have in our lives is free will. You have the ability to make choices. And yes, people make bad choices, they make dumbass decisions. And certainly somebody that assaults a flight attendant should be prosecuted. But in some cases, these flight attendants have responsibility too, because they push the envelope to intimidate and get people to react, so that they can sue the airline, they can sue the person. You know, there's shitheads in every industry, and there's shitheads as flight attendants as well. And I've come across quite a few of them as well. And I just don't engage. I just ignore them. I don't engage them. You know, but it's there's idiots everywhere. But Boeing, they're going to start selling. What did all the airlines retire last year? What did they get rid of? They got rid of a boatload, a ton, all the 380s parked, gone. Maybe not all. Most of the 747s retired, gone. Right? So they need wide body, long range jets for these long hauls as the economy starts opening up again. And there's not going to be enough. So what that means is airfares are going to go up because airlines don't have to discount because people want to fly again. And with that is going to come increased profits. So when you look at somebody like UAL, which I hate United Airlines, what's American? AAL? Yeah, AAL. Used to be AMR. AAL. There's a buy on the SPY. But if you look at a daily chart, or let's look at a weekly. If you look at a weekly chart, no, let's go daily, sorry. And I can scrunch it back down to February, March. Here you go. So you look at this chart, American still is not above where they were pre-pandemic, okay? American. United is still not up to where they were pre-pandemic. Delta, still not back to where they were pre-pandemic. Alaska, above, look at the two biggest discount carriers. You got Alaska above the pandemic, and then Love, my favorite, above the pandemic. So how much more room does Southwest, and Southwest did pretty good through the pandemic. They did, and which is why they're being rewarded for this performance. They're absolutely being rewarded, and they've tripled since then. They're up 200 some odd percent in the last year, or 68% in the last year. But if you look at where they bottomed to where they're at right now, they're up 159%. So 23, 46, 56, 66. So almost a double. Doubled once, 23 to 46, and then doubled from the 22. So 150%, almost 200% from the original. So not bad on that. So, but it would say that there's more room for upside potential in some of the bigger carriers, like UAL, like American, and Delta. And Delta might be the better play here if you thought that these were not oversold on a daily. Because if you look, they're trading below the 50, right, on Delta, below the 50 on United, below the 50 on American, right at the 50 on Love, right above the 50 on Alaska. So who's got the juice to move? Out of the three, I would say Delta. And the reason I would take Delta is because, you know, even they have a mixture of aircraft. Delta has the oldest fleet around. They have the oldest fleet. They were flying freaking MD-83s through last year, which is the old DC-9s and the MD series. And they retired their 747s as well. And they are a mixed airline. They are Airbus, they are Boeing. They probably have some Embraers around somewhere. But if you look at which one has the biggest opportunity for recovery, I think based on long haul and profitability of people wanting to get back on vacation, and you know, you have tourist industries in some of the lower Asian countries, lower by longitude or latitude, sorry, like Thailand. It's just been pummeled, their tourism industry, while the king hangs out in Europe. As those people want to go back, you know, they want to go back to Bora Bora, they want to go back to Australia, they want to go back places. You know, some of these long haul airlines, they're going to be buying more 777Xs once they come out next year or 2023. They're going to be buying more 787s because of the efficiency. They're going to be buying more Airbuses, and so the airlines are going to profit off of the reopening of the economy. And then you say, okay, from a value perspective, which of the airlines might still be undervalued? Delta, United, American. And the two that are bordering on greatness is Southwest and Alaska. All of them are well above their 200-day moving averages. So every single one of them. So who's going to benefit from the wide body? Let's face it. When you look at the, if you look at Boeing, and you look at the wide body jets that airlines buy, and you say, where were we on and you look at where Boeing is compared to pre-pandemic. Now it's going to take them a little longer to get back, but for a long-term play, this thing's easily going back to $400. Telling you right now, it's going back to $400. And when it does, even if you got in right now, 72% return. I think it's going to go to 400. Time frame on that, it's going to take a couple years, because you still have some things that have to happen in the overall economy as well. What does that mean? Well, we know inflation is back, right? And because inflation is back, you're going to have things that happen in the economy that's going to send stocks and companies, send stocks and companies lower, possibly even significantly lower. When is that going to happen? Got me. The whole outlier to the whole market over this last couple 3 years has really been the introduction of, you know, companies like Webull and Robinhood and fractional shares and no commission because they're making money off of you on the spreads. There's the buy in Ethereum. So again, we did not sell Ethereum, we held it. If I would have sold it when I missed it, it was right about here. Oh, that's on a daily. Where you at here, dummy? Sorry. Yeah, if I would have sold it, it would have been a wash. Because it was right about here, and then look where it's at now. Yeah, it would have been flat. I would have sold it and paid Coinbase a fee and not made anything back on it. Which, by the way, what are my fees? So they take a rolling 30-day on fees. And let me go into, yeah, I can go into orders. So my fee structure now, I'm at 0.1 as a maker and 0.20 as a taker. So 0.10, so I've traded in cryptocurrency on Coinbase over the last 30 days. The volume I've traded is $597,000 of volume is what I've traded. I paid $980 in fees. So that $980 in fees divided into 597,570 is right about 0.0016. So 1.6 of a cent percent. So there you go. So there's a nice buy on Ethereum. We might take a roll on this the next time. Let me get into let me go a 15-minute chart here for a minute. Yeah, it's breaking out again. You know, resistance up here 2,800. Breaks through that, we're going to be back in the 3,000s. Plus, you have EIP 1559 coming up in a month in July, and what that's going to do is that's going to kill temporarily, I think, my mining income. But it could also boost transactions, and if it boosts transactions, then I'll make money on Coinbase. My ETH, the price should appreciate even greater, and get us back up into the 3,000s where we belong. Okay, one second, I'll be right back. I should have just hit mute. I sneezed because I've got the air conditioning on, but I've got all the windows open. I'm trying to move some air through here because it's so warm in here. Even though it dipped to 58 last night, it stayed hot in this house because I got a miner down there in the living room. I got one behind me in the office, and I got one in the family room below down there. And I'm in my nook. You guys remember my nook? My nook. Let's see. See how many people looked at my house. All right, so far I've had 368 views on my listing and 12 saves. My nook. Boy, they really ticked me off on Zillow yesterday. There's a nook. There's my nook. So that's where I broadcast from. Right here. I've got the lights taken down. There's a music stand with my laptop mining there. So I've got 4 miners inside the house, and I have 4 miners above my garage. The miners above the garage are basically up in here. So I've got a pull down step ladder with storage. All this is storage up here, and through there, that's where 4 of my miners are. And I cut a hole and I put an air filter for any air that comes in there. So it's pretty sealed pretty well. Now the other interesting thing I've done is I've taken 2, I'll show you. Hold on. I think you can see it from the front. And not really. Oh, I know which one shows it. Hold on. Well, this one maybe. Okay, so this is the above storage area. So the floor level is right about here. And then you could actually stand up in here, but there's joists going across here. On the top, there's a roof vent here, and there's a roof vent here. And what I did was I mounted 2 750 CFM air blowers to push air out the roof vent. So I did not cut any additional holes. I angled them in joists and built support brackets, and then that sucks the air out. Because with miners, it's not necessarily about keeping them cool, which is ideal, which you can't if you're in a house. Air conditioning, too much humidity, not good for the cards. Some people try it, I don't. Me, I'm about air movement to keep the miners cool. And so with the 2 CFM blowers that I have there, and I should take the one that's in the family room down there, and I should put it up. I should put that one upstairs, up above the attic there. But like I said, I'm going to be moving soon, so hopefully my house sells, right? So there we go. But so yeah, it's a little bit toasty in here. All right, so there's a breakout. There is the breakout, because we hit from the 31st. We broke above that. So let's see if this can go above 27.46. Got a couple wicks here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks above this candle close at 6:30 this morning, so about an hour or so ago. Interesting, we'll see. Bitcoin 37,650, somewhat the same story, but again, you still got 250% over the last year on Bitcoin. Ethereum 683%. So look at the last month. Bitcoin 3 months down 36% over 3 months, down 23% in 1 month. So look at the 3 months. So Bitcoin over the last 3 months down 36%. ETH still over the last 3 months up 42%. So that is a 70% difference between Ethereum and Bitcoin in terms of performance. Now, over the last week, down 28% on Ethereum, down 23% on Bitcoin over the last month, sorry. So over the last month, down 23% on Bitcoin, down 28% on Ethereum, but over the last week, Ethereum up 13.2%, Bitcoin up only 5%. So again, my theory on separation and what I call divergence of Ethereum away from Bitcoin, even in a down market, continues. Now, I think when we looked yesterday, I believe market dominance, I think 18.9, I want to say. Or maybe it was lower. So Bitcoin dominance, what dominance is of all the cryptocurrency that is out there, what percentage is Bitcoin? What percentage is of the total market cap? Right? So 41.6% of all cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, expressed as a dollar percentage, basically, and Ethereum is 18.7%. I want to say that was a little bit lower. Let's click on a chart and let's see what it says here. So here's the dominance, and the orange is Bitcoin, and then this darker color here is Ethereum. So here's Bitcoin, here's Ethereum. So when you look at Ethereum's dominance, you can see it's increasing while Bitcoin's is declining. And you say, okay, Bitcoin dominance here, or 7%. Huge upswing here. Bitcoin 61, Ethereum 15. Got a drop. Bitcoin kept dropping earlier this year. Now Ethereum's increasing again. It did get up to 19%, and we're almost there now. We're back up to 18.7. So with that, the reason why I watch that is, as that number increases, more people are getting into Ethereum. As more people get into Ethereum, which is that light? Which light do I have to? I think it's this one. This one has to be turned on. As more people get into, that's better. As more people get into Ethereum, you have better opportunities for price appreciation in the asset, and that's kind of what I look for Ethereum, and that's one of the reasons why I'm still bullish on the Ethereum train. Buy Ethereum. You can say it. The IRS considers Ethereum property. Buy my house. Buy Ethereum. You can buy both, and you'll be successful in both endeavors, hopefully. So there we go. All right, back to the regular markets. Dow up 110. Nasdaq, nice recovery, up 30. S&P up 12. SPY up 127. The VIX down to 17.39. There we go. Good stuff. There's another buy on ETH. We're already bought though. 3-minute chart breakout. So I might look to trade this depending on these. See these buys compared to these sells. And what you do is you hop over and you look at Bitcoin and see what it's doing. Bitcoin better buys than sells, so that's actually I don't know that I would sell right now. We'll see. If it gives a sell signal, I should qualify that. Loving this new watch. I still didn't figure out how to take phone calls on it. I didn't get to that yesterday. I also didn't get to my hot tub. I'm not going to get to my hot tub until tomorrow. I'm not going to work on a hot tub when it's 85 degrees outside. All right, nice. I'm up pretty good here on the crypto stuff over the last day. Yay. 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 Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Trying to log into my Schwab account on my phone, and because I have a new phone, I haven't logged in on the phone yet. So I've got to look up my password. I don't want to do that while I'm streaming. Okay, so back to trade and sell and limit order. Put in an amount there. Make sure it's on post only. It is. Click a price in here. Let's see, ETH. What did it jump to here? Top wick. Top wick might exceed 2750, 2750. I can't wait to sell my house and get settled in my new house so I can figure out a better way to avoid this stupid noise stuff. So I gotta keep clicking out of it. So apparently there's this state senator in Wyoming, and Wyoming has one Congress critter in the House of Representatives, and Liz Cheney is that representative because it's by population. So the state only has one, and Liz Cheney is that rep. And of course she voted to impeach Trump, and then she voted to investigate all the other stuff, and pretty much she's just part of the deep swamp. She's a rhino, basically, Republican in name only. And there's this guy running against her, and he was up against her in a one-on-one, but she's up 15% to 13% with multiple people in it. So you're going to have, what you're going to have is you're going to have proxies that want Cheney to win the Republican primary, so they will run to bounce out the far right people like this guy, what's his name, Anthony Bouchard. Now it turns out that this Anthony Bouchard, when he was a young adult, he was 18, and he got either a 14 or a 15-year-old girl pregnant. Basically a senior in high school dating a freshman in high school, got her pregnant. They ended up getting married, then they ended up getting divorced, and then that girl ended up committing suicide. So this was down in Florida, I believe, and at the time, nobody could say whether it was legal at the time or not legal at the time. And of course, times change, right? So what was legal a century ago is not necessarily legal today. Guns. But also you had a lot of marriages to teenagers back in the day, way back then. So I'm hoping somebody else of better quality, I should say, runs so that when I move to Wyoming, I can vote against Liz Cheney, because I don't want her representing me. Chances are, though, if she decides to stay in it and run, and she says at this point she is, the swamp is everywhere, so she'll probably win and keep her seat. But I would like to vote against her. So there you go. All right. What's Doge doing? Up 13%. AMC 4061 pullback, nice flat. So this is actually good news. This is good that it goes up, and even if it flattens out a little bit here, if you even look at the pre-market, post-market yesterday, huge run from 31 up to 40, just crazy, 30-something%. What is that? 27% if you were sold in the pre-market, 40% overnight. Now it's basically consolidating and hopefully forming a base here. Take the externals off. And again, the estimate for their last earnings, they lost $1.42 per share. The estimate was $1.33, so they missed their earnings estimate. But again, you still had, they were talking about possibly another wave and all this other crap too, which never materialized. So, what's our coin doing? Coin pulled back a little bit. Still up almost 1% though. So that's good. 2760 now. Nice breakout. Look at this breakout, folks. Look at this. Look at that. You can do a 3-minute and look at it break this over here. So it broke this. So you had, look at the wicks. I'm looking at the wicks here. It basically it bounced off of that wick, came back down. This candle opened here, and here we go. And like I said, that's why I wasn't interested in possibly trading, because I looked at what Bitcoin was doing, and you had this volume that started here, which was exceeding this sell volume here on a 3-minute chart. I said, well, that's in a normal trading day for US equity markets, Ethereum and Bitcoin track together pretty well. Okay, let me say that again. When the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ are open, so from 6:30 in the morning Pacific to 1 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific, Ethereum, there's a sell on a SPY, Ethereum and Bitcoin track pretty similarly. Because you got people like me looking at charts and trading it, and what's it doing? So it's doing this. The divergence of the greater gains that you get in Ethereum by holding it occur outside of those hours. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So SPY, a little bit of a drop here. NASDAQ still up 18, S&P still up 9. The VIX increasing just a little. Should open up my, let me see here. I want to, no, I gotta do it over on that anyway. There's the sectors. Is Land's End next in line for a meme stock boost? Don't think so. They're expected to have a loss of 27 cents a share, and they came in at an 8-cent per share profit. Upward surprise, guidance increased on it as well by 129% LE. The 1 hour chart. Might not buy that right now. Look at this company. Look at this theater chain. Go, 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 go. I think Warner Brothers made a big mistake, a huge mistake, holding Top Gun until November for a release. It was supposed to release July 4th weekend, the Wednesday before. You got the 4th on a Sunday, I think. Yeah, July 4th is on a Sunday. They were going to let it open on July 2nd, and they pushed the release to November. Think, well, more of the economy will be open then. All right. People will still go see it. All right, so now a drop there. I'm not getting an itchy finger here, but it's interesting to see this action on this 30-second chart, because you see this pull, but again, volume did not exceed, so bounced right off of that little mini resistance there. But slightly declining volume here. You did have a cross on the MACD. Well, let me go 3-minute chart. I'm still in an ascension, and you still have this volume is barely above this bar here, but it is above it, just a tad, just a tad. I'll pull them back a little bit. Nasdaq up 33, S&P up 12, VIX down to 17.3. That's a mess. Don't try and figure out what I'm looking at here. Thirty-second chart. I've got my Coinbase account over here on this monitor with a sell ready to go. Oh, for Coinbase, by the way, I do not use the Brave browser for Coinbase. I use Chrome, because when I use Brave browser, the time of sales and the ticker, the price movement on a chart over here doesn't show up correctly. It shows up correctly, but it freezes. So I use Chrome for Coinbase Pro. That's the browser I use. I use Chrome. I do not use Brave, because Brave, I lock out a lot of the stuff and ad blocking and cookie tracking and stuff like that, so I don't get pop-ups, right? So this is a failure here, right? Got up here at 2771, down, retest, fail, down. See how the volume though? Look at the volume on the buy side running out, right? It's got to break right here. Now it's just broke it on a wick. Nice volume jump there. See that? Look at that candle go. Look at that volume candle. Oh, resistance. Look at that. When the volume candle on the bottom, I'm looking at this candle right here. Just went from green to red, started a new candle on a 30-second, now it's starting red. All right. What's Bitcoin doing? See that this declining volume, except for this one here. So I'm out at 2768. I put a sell order in. So I could end up being wrong on this. So the reason I sold that is I saw declining volume here, right? On a 30-second chart, mind you. This bar here went to red twice during the 30 seconds, immediately followed by 4 red 30-second candles. Gave a sell on a 1 minute. There's a drop on Bitcoin. All right, NASDAQ up 37, S&P up 12, VIX 1729. Okay. I initially had one at 2771 and I missed it. I didn't press the sell button on it. I just held it there. And then I put one at 2768 when it was 2767 something. And then it bounced up, barely bounced up. It filled me, and so there you go. All right, so it did give a sell on the 30-second, gave a sell on the, still operating on a sell from the 30-second, but gave a sell on the 1 minute. Let's look at Bitcoin. Nice drop there by Bitcoin. So basically, it's a failure of this retest is what I was looking at over here. Again, I may get burned on this because this candle right here. We'll see. $27.60, $8 in the money. Let me get my water. Hold on a second. All right, settling down here. Okay, so it just gave a sell on the 3-minute. So it gave a sell $10 lower than what I sold it at. So I sold it at $27.68. And now we're on a sell program. So I front ran it basically. And the reason I did that was, what was I doing? I was looking at Bitcoin. I was looking at the 30-second over here. Went over to the VIX and everything else. Look at what the regular market was doing. Saw a slight turn on those. Came back over here. Did a quick glance over here. Get back to a 3-minute on that one there. There's your Bitcoin. Oh, it bounced. Bounced right off of it. So remove the sell off the 3-minute. Slightly exceeding these sells on one candle. There's a sell on a SPY. It's garbage day. Which, what I did was I called them 2 weeks ago. And I got a bigger trash can. So now I have went from 32 gallons, the white one, went from 32 gallons to focus on it. Weird. Went from a 32 gallon to a 64 gallon trash can. And I filled that one up too. Alright, Bitcoin. So you got declining volumes here. 3-minute on Bitcoin. About to get across on Bitcoin on a 3-minute on the MACD. There's a jump. See, it shouldn't have done that, but it did. Right back where I sold it at, huh? 27.68. It only got down 27.58, so only got 10 bucks. I still like this for a downside move. All right, NASDAQ up 20, SP up 9, VIX 1738. See, look at the 3-minute on Binance. Yep, I may have screwed that one up. Now I gotta wait for the next pullback. Okay, so now it's $11 higher than what I sold it at. So yeah, I screwed up on that one. That's okay, so I'm sitting in cash. All right, so I think that's pretty much gonna do it for today. I'm not buying it back right now. I'm gonna wait. It'll drop back down. What are we doing here? Where are we at here? All right, Dow up 80, NASDAQ up 16, S&P up 6, 8, 9. So SPY's up a little bit. AMC pulled back a little bit. 30-second chart. Still up $7, $39.75, but slight little profit taking going on there. You see the volume starting to go down a little bit, but already traded 210 million shares. Boeing still hanging out, 4.6 million shares out of 11. So AMC, look at this. GameStop down 247.97. Coinbase still up $1.58, still up on the day. Nice volume move on AMC there. Right back up above 40. But you would need, in order for it to break this, you're going to need volume in this range. We'll look at a 1 minute. Yeah, these volumes, this buy volume needs to start exceeding these over here. You got this one, this group right here. If it breaks this group here, then from a volume standpoint, it looks pretty good. Tesla down $17 now. Take a look at the heat map. And let me close some of these other ones out. Leave that one up. So I was at 1427 earlier this morning. Now it probably dropped some more because some of the cards are going to start to throttle down. Actually, it went up a little bit. So now I'm making about $99 a day. Elon Musk Twitter. Nothing else other than his Doge. We've done trading at that point. Well, thing on Tesla. They had a recall. So Tesla to recall 6,000 U.S. cars over loose brake caliper bolts. So apparently the factory didn't torque them down correctly. Tesla will recall 6,000 Model 3 and Model Y cars in the U.S. because brake caliper bolts could be loose and could reduce tire pressure. Certain 2019 to 21 Model 3s and 20 to 21 Model Ys. No reports of crashes or injuries related to the issue. Company will inspect and tighten or replace the caliper bolts. You get caliper bolts moving around inside your brake calipers. That's not going to be good for the caliper itself. So you might be looking at new pads. Could those pads have then dug into the rotors because of it being loose, and then maybe it hitting the rotor at an angle like this? You have Tesla trade down. And so that's why Tesla is down. It's based on a recall. AMC. Again, there's a buy and a SPY. Nice move there. Nice move on the NASDAQ. Nice move on the SPY. Nice move on coin. Oh, let me go to the other chart, sorry. The one that you guys are more familiar with here. This one. So Ethereum's still hanging out. I didn't buy it back because I'm not going to buy it back at a higher price. So remember, I sold at 27.68 is what I sold at. It only dipped to 27.57 or so, right here. Somewhere around there. Rip. Look, see those two SPY candles? Immediately rejected. Go 3 minute though on the SPY. There you go. All right, folks. I think that is going to do it for today. All right, one last check. Dow up 85, NASDAQ up 16, S&P up 9, SPY up 94 cents. Ethereum hanging out. Did get rejected up here. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I didn't sleep well last night. See if this declining volume here. All right, so that's going to do it, folks. What time is it? 8:02. Okay, I will. I'll leave the charts up. I'll put up the 8 chart. Chart crypto, and I want to change one thing on the 8 charts stock too. So this one I'm going to close out. This one I'm going to leave up. This one I'm going to leave up. I'm going to kick out. I'm going to kick out Ford, and we're going to put in Boeing. Okay. Knight, thank you very much, my friend. You have a great rest of your day as well. And let me set up the scene here. fill this over here, like so. Take this, come over here like this, go down here to scene, and switch that.